Hi, I'm Rich Fielding. I'm one of the owners of Upcycle Products. Upcycling is a fairly new concept. People recycle, and recycling is great. Upcycling is even one step better. Upcycling means you took something that was heading for a landfill, you give it a second life with some intrinsic worth with very little carbon footprint energy installed into it, which is exactly what we do at Upcycle Products. We manufacture rain barrels and composters and other garden accessories. The products that we use were destined for landfills. Plastic barrels are not used for recycling in this country because they come from overseas. What we do is we bring them in, we clean them, we refinish them, and we turn them into rain barrels. So we took that one concept one step further with Valley of the Fox Sierra Club and took it one step further with wooden barrels.
I'm Charlie Zine. I'm the conservation chair for Valley of the Fox, and we had Rich and Linda in to do a program a couple of years ago, and they explained their plastic rain barrels, and it was very impressive how efficient the operation was, and they're doing such a great job for the environment, and they're actually a small business to boot as well. I ran into the whiskey barrels and from a friend of mine who introduced me to Goose Island, and I'm sitting there thinking there's got to be a way that we can use these barrels, because I have a brick home in a historic district and I don't like the blue barrels, and I love the whiskey barrels. And when Rich did our program, we started talking, and that was the genesis of the idea of just, could we use these? Of course, Rich is a systems guy, and so he borrowed my barrel and took it apart and analyzed it and figured out, yeah, this is quite a doable deal. And so now we have an opportunity to offer consumers the plastic barrels in various colors, but also the wooden ones. And there's an added bonus for Sierra Club and for the environment, and that is that Rich has worked out a generous program where there's actually a rebate to Sierra Club for every wooden whiskey barrel they sell anywhere in the country. He makes a donation to the Illinois chapter of Sierra Club, and that money goes to further our mission for all the green conservation activities that we do. So it's a great partnership.
So far, response has been exceptional. This, we believe, filled a niche market for us. We've been looking for something like this. Most people, when they look at a plastic rain barrel, a lot of times people understand the concept of using a plastic barrel and what they're going to use the rainwater for. I mean, it's non-chlorinated, chemical-free water. It's free water. It's better for your plants. It's better for your gardens. It's better for yourself personally. It's better for the environment. But the plastic barrels sometimes are a little bit hard for to convince people that they're still aesthetically appealing. And that's what this barrel brings to the market, is something that's more aesthetically appealing. In the past, most customers that would not buy an upcycled plastic rain barrel, they would buy a newly manufactured rain barrel. And unfortunately, I'm glad that people are conserving the water, but unfortunately they're buying a product that was made with anywhere from 40 to 70% pure petroleum pellets, as opposed to something that was destined for landfill. When you're adding this water to your gardens, you're conserving the waters are one of our most precious natural resources. I always start every event that I always teach, and I always ask people, I always hold up a reusable bottle of water. I always ask them, how old is the water in the bottle? The answer is, it's from the beginning of time. There is no more or less water on the face of the earth now than there was when the earth was first formed. And if you don't use it properly, it's not going to be there when you need it. It's going to be salinated or salted. It's going to be polluted, or it's going to be wasted. And eventually the freshwater drinking water is going to be reduced greatly until it becomes a commodity such as oil has become. If you look at statistics from the Army Corps of Engineers, they'll tell you the average rainfall in the city of Chicago is in the Gulf of Mexico within 2 weeks after hitting the roof line. Roofs are designed to run the water off the roof through a downspout, down a driveway, into a curb, down the stormwater system, which dumps into the Chicago River, which ends up in the Illinois River, which ends up in the Mississippi, and ends up in the Gulf of Mexico. So every bit of rainwater you capture in the city of Chicago and the surrounding areas, you're keeping it from becoming brackish water down in the Gulf. That was an excellent beer. I like the flavor. I like the concept of the bourbon flavor in the beer. It is such a good beer. It's in such demand. On behalf of Upcycle Products, I really want to thank Goose Island for working with us and partnering with us and with the Sierra Club of Illinois and putting this project together environmentally. My grandchildren will have a better time in their environment because of what we're doing today. I want to make sure that you know that you can find these products at www.upcycleproducts.com, UPCYCLE products.com. There's a tab on there that says where to purchase. Click that tab. You'll find soil and water offices all over the Midwest. You'll find retail stores all over the Midwest. You will find organizations, land conservancies that carry our products. Look for the place closest to you and seek them out to purchase one of these wooden rain barrels.